What is going on, everybody? It is Flex Friday here at PrizePicks, and other books are having discounts and stuff like that. I am your host, Captain Crush, and I'm going to be breaking down this massive NBA slate that we have here today. There are a few situations we need to be aware of. Like I've been saying since 2 weeks ago, the beginning of April is the hardest time for NBA, period. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care who you are. It is a very difficult time of year. This is just how it is, guys. So the key is going to be bankroll management, patience, and picking your spots. Higher unit sizes with possibly 1 to 2 goblins, just trying to get double ups and moving on. The 5 and 6 leg slips for NBA right now are going to be absolutely daggers because teams are getting randomly injured or they're claiming injuries, sitting their guys second half like Chet, who's absolutely fine all of a sudden. Granted, he got rebooted last time. It's just ridiculous. That's the variance of having nothing to play for. No one cares. It was a blowout game. Anything can happen. If you haven't figured it out, the entire roster today is injured and or questionable. So we have to mud and waddle through all of this nonsense today. There are a few games that are important. Minnesota wants to win. The Thunder and Bucks want to win. Miami wants to win. This game's throwaway. This is probably the most important game on the slate. Pelicans and Warriors, and the Suns and the Kings. So maybe we'll try to target something from there. We're going to have to wait and see. I was up till 4:30, 5 a.m. last night doing a golf educational video teaching you guys how to and what to look for to bet golf. So if I look disheveled and I seem low energy, buddy, it's because I am. I don't have a lot of energy. I'm not capping you. And we also have this Magic 76ers game, and that is going to probably be the play of the day. And then the Pacers Cavs, that game's pretty important too. So without further ado, let's go to PrizePicks and see what we got here. All right, right out of the gate, this is the first thing that I'm going to tell you guys. It's no secret. Joelembiid's 24.5 points is Gabi. This is my favorite play on the board, period. Now, if you don't want to take his Gabi at 24.5, you can go to his first half points, or this has been bumped up from 23.5. I got it at 23.5 and 24. It's now up to 24.5, but also his first half points. I prefer this because of the push equity. Listen, Joel Embiid used to religiously get 20 plus points a game in the first quarter, first half, almost the entire season, okay? So his Goblin is my favorite full game line for him, but the first half one, if you don't want to deal with the Goblin payouts, this would be the priority. Even his full game line, his PRA, whatever it is, that's also in the mix. So let's go over here to Outlier and see if we can find any in-depth analysis on it. Again, it's just a rule, just like Luka. Anything under 27 first half PRA, anything under 39 for Curry. When it comes to Embiid, anything under 16 first half PRA, I take it. He is the play of the day for right reason. They definitely want to win the game, but let's just take a look at his first half PRA over the last 20, okay? Look at this. It's ridiculous. 80%, 16 of his last 20, he's covered this, okay? It actually should be 17 of his last 20. He's covered this. Now, the matchup is bad. I get all that. Points allowed to center, 6 rebounds, assists, but Embiid is matchup proof, okay? 18 minutes, 16 minutes, 14 minutes, 19. If Embiid happens to play a full 16 to 15 to 16 minutes today in the first half, he's going to soar over. And if he doesn't, oh well. If he sells, he sells. But the fact is, you're getting the opportunity, and that's all you can ask for. Look at his first half points here. Look at this carefully, okay? Again, 16 of his last 20. 20, 22, 21, 12, 8. These two, he only played 14 minutes there and 16 minutes here. Now, that's actually not that bad for the minutes, but those are just fluke scenarios. Oklahoma, I think that was his first game back, and then this was towards the injury, right before he left for injury. But as you can see, his average is 18 minutes, and like I'm telling you guys, if he plays 18 to 19 minutes, he's gonna soar over, and if he doesn't, it's just because he shot bad, but the opportunity will be there, okay? Head to head, January 19th, bang, 28, all right? And then this is last season, which I don't care about, but the man is just on a different level. He's the MVP for a reason. Now, like I'm telling you guys, the matchup isn't great. 6th in points allowed. It is a slow pace. It's a pace down spot for him, but I'm taking this, guys. Like I always tell you on these videos when it comes to Joel Embiid, if he sells, he sells. This will be my play of the day. The Goblin full game in the first half points for other slips. So my goal today, besides a Flex Friday slip, I'm going to try to, which I will take the first half points in my Flex Friday slip, but for my big unit slips, it's going to be anchored with Joel Embiid's Goblin points. I'm going to try to find another square that I like and just hammer it and try to get double ups and bet big unit size. That is my plan for this garbage huge slate, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. The last week of April, I've been in the hole pretty bad. Not because I'm making the wrong plays or anything, but it's just I've been making 5 and 6 legs. People are getting injured. There's hooks. It is what it is. I knew it was gonna be hard, but it doesn't matter what happens on a week-to-week, day-to-day basis. What happens is on a month-to-month basis is what I'm really worried about. And even then, a month is a small sample size considering when there's 12 in a year. As long as it's green at the end of the year, I'm in the mix. Remember, this is a hobby, guys. This is something we all love to do. And regardless of what anyone tells you, nobody's getting W's every day, okay? I could make 100 slips a day like other cappers do and post just the winning screenshots on Twitter or whatever and celebrate, but I don't do that, okay? That's ridiculous. I had plenty of winning slips yesterday, the day before, but it doesn't matter if it's still a net L. Who cares? That's the oldest marketing trick in the book. I'm begging you guys to wake up. Be on your P's and Q's. So we got Joel Embiid there. So now let's go to my partner, DG Fantasy. Again, I'm doing these live because of all the sports MLB. I had to do my MLB projection sheet. There will not be an NBA projection sheet today because I'm not even going to try to deal with this mess with all the news and everything else. But here we are. This is my tool. I normally compare it to my projection sheet, but I don't have it today for you guys. But this is what I'm going to do. I already know I'm taking Scoot Henderson. He's blowout proof. Whatever happens with him happens. He's a turnover king. If they put his turnovers on the board, I'm taking that too. Josh Hart's rebounds. I like that at 10.5. Pinnacle has it at -140. My model projects him for right around 10.5, so I know I will have that. This just showed up. D'Angelo Russell, 5.5 assists. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. Usually when he's in a smash spot for the assists, he finds a way to sell, but it is a solid play. Let's go see if we can find anything on Outlier here. So here we go. We have his assist. Now you can see he's a point guard, so they're 24th in assist allowed, so the matchup is crispy. But the fact is, Memphis is going to be rolling out their G squad, their B league, their D team, whatever you want to call it, the minor leagues. And they're probably going to get blown out of the water. Otherwise, LeBron would probably be a smash play today too, and Anthony Davis. I highly doubt they play 4 quarters. I hope they do, but just like I said with the Celtics yesterday, the Celtics had no reason to play. Granted, the Lakers want to win games, but they shouldn't have any resistance from this Memphis squad, okay? So, you're looking at the research, 11 of his last 20, 24th in assists allowed. If you want to go there, I guess you can. I probably won't, but it is plus EV. You are getting value. I'll have to check my model for the live stream and let my cord know then. But I am taking Josh Hart's rebounds, and they did bump it to 11. Good thing I locked it in earlier. They bumped up his rebounds, so then I would probably just pivot to his R+A. PrizePicks doesn't have any fantasy scores on the board right now, which is kind of worrisome, but it's also kind of telling. They know what's going on, but here we go. You can see his RA is 17.5 on other books. PrizePicks has it at 17. You can see the head-to-head matchup. He had 18 on March 23rd, which was recent, and then before that, he wasn't doing much. But remember, Josh Hart just recently started dominating. He wasn't a little bit of a slump here. Remember, he was like a wagon, and then he fell into a slump. But anytime he's in the picture, he's always in the mix. But check this out. The line opened at 15.5, then 16.5, then 16. Now it's at 17. You guys are going to have to make a decision on that. Again, I already locked in his rebounds at 10.5, so I'm going there. If you want to go there, I guess you could. I really hope they would put up fantasy scores. I don't know what the deal is here. They don't have any of the lottery tickets, the dunks, the 3 points attempted. I don't know what's going on with PrizePicks today, man. They're being stingy too, because honestly, the books really don't know what's going on either, to tell you the truth. They have no idea who's playing tonight or who's not gonna play. And everything that I did like earlier on that I listed to the cord, Gobert's rebounds, Josh Hart's rebounds, it's all been bumped up. So this video is gonna be real quick, folks. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's just I'm literally coming out here to give you guys my last minute thoughts, but I personally am gonna wait for a lot of role players to get added to the board, and then I will target them. The Memphis G League scrubs, I'm gonna be targeting them because they will play a full game no matter what. Maybe I target Julian Champagne. I love saying his name wrong. Or Mr. Sandro. Had him last time against the OKC. Look at that. No points, but I think he had his rebounds or whatever. That game was so poverty, and I attended that live. Now, one thing real quick. The Miami Heat, they want to win, right? And these lines are so stinking low. Bam Adebayo at 17.5 points is criminal. It's criminal. His line's usually 19 to 20. Now, I know Tyler Hero's back. I know they're getting help, but that's something that you may want to consider. You can decide if you want to ride the hot hand with Trey Murphy, which I probably will be riding the hot hand with Trey Murphy, to be honest. I had him yesterday. He soared over for me. His attempts, his 3-pointers, he stayed under rebounds, and I got his points. I probably will be going here again. Jose Alvarado had the hot hand last night, but I probably won't be going back there. I'm telling you guys, I need them to have fantasy points, and they don't. It's absolutely criminal that they don't have fantasy points on the board. The Utah Jazz entire team is pretty much out today, so maybe I take a shot on Keontae George. I will tell you this, if they put Bones Highland on the board, I am taking Bones Highland for the Los Angeles Clippers, and you can take that to the bank, as long as it's not something crazy. But Bones Highland can just absolutely go nuts in this spot versus the Utah Jazz if they let him. So I will absolutely be targeting Bones. I doubt he gets a lineup, but again, I'm going to wait, and hopefully they do. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. Curry's line at 26.5 points is extremely low, but the fact is you can't even count on him. Even in a close game that they need to win, I still have trouble going with Curry, especially on a back-to-back. I promise you guys, this slate is absolute poverty. This is one of the hardest slates that I can remember in recent memory, with the pressure on, because this is what I do. I give plays out and advice to people, and it's extremely hard, guys, because I can't tell you if these teams are going to play a full game, if they're going to sit their guys at half, because even in the teams that want to win, they could handle the team like the Lakers versus Memphis and then just rest all their guys once the game's out of reach. We just don't know. So we're going to have to wait and see. Let's go back over to DG. Let's refresh it and see if there's anything else that sticks out. You got Trey Jones under 11 rebounds plus assists. That is a good play, and it's just one of those things where I know I take it and then he's just going to sell. It's just, it's just that gut feeling. Scoot! R plus A at 12. He's been getting so many assists. I could see that coming through. You got Joel Embiid at 2.5 blocks and steals. Zion over 5 assists. Jamal Murray over 5.5 assists. Zubac under 25.5. Yeah, that would be great, but honestly, I don't want to sweat that, because I know if I do, Daddy Zoo is going to make me pay the price, but that line is going to move to 24.5, so if you want to get less on Zubac, you best go ahead and get it. Looky, DeAndre Ayton over 12 rebounds. Last night he was at 11.5. He hooked. I'm definitely not going back to him, and I know that tonight he will probably get 15 just to spit in my face, but I am not going back to him. Bam Adebayo's rebounds. I took his RA at 14.5 earlier. Here we can see Josh Hart's 17 R plus A is now starting to get some steam. J-Val's points at 11.5. Jimmy Butler. All these are starting to where you get dicey. But honestly, guys, like I said to open the video, it's probably just this right here. I hate to say this, but this is honestly probably what it is. Bang. That's probably my favorite two-man out of the group. And it's only 1.8x, but it is what it is, man. Like I said, when I say high unit, I mean I'll probably have like 300 plus on it. That way it's worth it for me. But there's just not really anything here that I'm interested in, guys. There's just nothing here. In fact, the crazy in me wants to do this. As crazy as this is, I got it under at 56, but I literally want to take under Luka's PRA. They have no reason to care. They're locked in no matter what. They're going to win most likely. I really want to take less on this. That's how crazy of a slate it is, or less here. Now, that's going to be a painful, painstaking sweat, but this is where my mind is. And I'm thinking for a lot of these guys taking less in situations like that. Now, that Pacers game is a whole nother ball of wax. I'm going to have to wait and digest that. So here I am with Outlier Bet again, looking at Luka's last 20 for his PRA, 45%, 9 of his last 20. Detroit is literally garbage and everything. I don't care what the matchup is on paper. They're absolute garbage. The thing is Luka could literally get this in the first half if he really wanted to against Detroit. I'm telling you, I know that sounds like hyperbole, but I'm telling you the truth. 59 against them on March 9th, 66 on January 30th. But again, he doesn't really need to do much. So this is probably my favorite 3. Again, also Joel Embiid's first half points at 16. These would be my favorite 3 given the bumps. I know normally I give you guys more plays, a lot more stuff, but again, there's no fantasy scores up, which is my bread and butter. And even though it's Flex Friday, you don't have to bet if you don't want to bet, guys. You're not forced into doing anything. Only do it if it's going to be fun for you. And right now, this isn't even going to be fun for me, and I do this every day for hundreds of people. And I'm just telling you, right now, it's ridiculous, but have no fear. We do have the playoffs coming up, and things will be back to normal, and we will have about a solid 3 to 4 weeks of NBA where there's no nonsense, which will lead us into a normal MLB prop season, WNBA, PGA, and then eventually the return of NFL and a normal NBA season again. This is just the ebb and flow of betting, guys. This is how it is. So bankroll management, stay the course, don't panic, don't give up, don't chase your losses, just slow and steady, keep a level head, keep your head above water, and that's the best advice I can give for you. Now, in my live stream today, I will probably do a Community Flex Friday slip because I haven't even made a slip for NBA other than what I put out earlier on my Discord, but I'm talking about since then, everything's been bumped and I haven't made anything, but I will do a 3-man of this right here and hopefully sweat it out. I will probably do the flex and hope for my double up, and then if not, at least I get 0.75x. But honestly, I will probably do these individual or something like that. I'm not exactly sure yet. Maybe I just ride Embiid's first half and call it a day. We'll have to wait and see. Now remember, today's video, I was up late last night doing the golf educational video. I posted it. Go check it out. It wasn't about plays. It was how to understand golf betting and how to get the plays and what to look for. It was posted last night. Go check it out. If you want to get into my live stream today and get access to my MLB projection sheets and future NBA projection sheets, CaptainCrush.net gold package. You click there, you'll sync with my dub club, and I will see you guys in the mix. Good luck in all your contests today, and as always, here's salute, and my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.